Here with the guy that patrols center field for the Blue Jays, Kevin Plesac, and this is your home out here, right in center field. Do you play different spots, different places at home and on the road?
Yeah, I mean every stadium's gonna play a little bit differently. Every day's gonna play a little bit differently. There's days at home, whether the roof's open or closed, or just the way the wind's blowing. I'm gonna have to position myself a little bit differently, and obviously there's some stadiums that play a little bit bigger, play a little bit smaller, and I got to position myself accordingly.
Footwork's such an important part of center field play. Can you explain a little bit about what you're trying to do with your footwork?
Yeah, I mean my footwork. When I made the transition from an infielder in high school to outfield, what I learned quickly is I have a little bit more time out here. I don't have to think side to side as much. As an outfielder, since you play a little bit further the ball, you have the luxury of having a split second to make your decision. So for me, I'm not a type of guy that likes to walk into my rhythm. I kind of just, pre-pitch, I'm kind of just hanging out. But as my pitcher's going, I kind of just get into like a wider stance where I feel athletic. This is my athletic position. I get in a stance, and now I'm thinking this way or this way. A misconception, what you're taught maybe at the younger levels in Little League is first step back. A lot of times if you take a first step back, you got no chance of catching that line drive. So to me, I'm thinking I'm opening up to a side, clearing my hips, because from that position I can go pretty much any direction I want to go, which includes even if I anticipate wrong. I don't want to say guess because I am anticipating by watching the swing, but there are some balls that move. If I open this way, I know I can turn my feet and I can make the adjustment that way. Or if I open this way and the ball beats me to the other side, I could just spin my head and make a play.
You've made so many great plays, but the one that sticks out to me at the Rogers Center, you made the play over the left field wall. Could you take me through that catch, how that came about?
Yeah, I mean, it was, Jackie Robinson Day. So, I mean, there's a little bit of extra adrenaline going on that day. But as an outfielder, as a competitor, my instincts are, no matter where it is, go get it. And that play was no different. It was a high fly ball, and what allowed me to get up and climb up with the wall was the height of the ball and how he hit it. And I was able to kind of just jog towards the wall, get a feel for where it was at. In the Rogers Center, we don't have the warning track, so there's a lot of running or jogging, peeking at the wall to kind of see where you're at, and that ball is going to go over the wall. You don't know by how much, and for me it was kind of timing my steps and trying to get a good plant on the wall. For me, the stars kind of aligned. I got a good plant in the wall. The ball was just hit over the fence, and that kind of propelled me into a little bit of a name as an outfielder, and things started to kind of roll for me after that. I made the transition from left to center. I started getting some plays. I started making some good plays, and I started making a name for myself. And to me, that catch will always be special. It's kind of something that put me on the map.
Kevin Plesac, an excellent center fielder for the Blue Jays.